Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. And today we're back with the Dornier DOJ. We're going to be checking out a different variant today. It's the Plus Ultra, and I figured out a way to start Code and Dark, and that's very important here, and I'll show why. So this is a different variant. This is the DOJ done by Microsoft. It just came out on the marketplace the other day, and here we have it. I will have a link for this airport in my description down below if you want to fly out of here as well. It truly is a beautiful, beautiful place, and I got this sea base on a pack, and this is not the only airport. So as you can see, we are starting Code and Dark. Here we have the exterior, which is quite nice, I think. This is not my first time trying this one out. I have a video on the cabina variant, and I did test this variant before recording this, seeing how it works, how it handles, how functional it is. So yeah, this is the graphics you can expect. This is a relatively cheap aircraft. And the Plus Ultra, it's got a couple of piston engines. As you can see, it's two Napier Lion 5 with 444 horsepower. So I would say it's got quite a bit of horsepower for an aircraft from the 1920s. And to extend its range, the fuel capacity was extended to 4,000 liters. So this aircraft, you can go quite far with it. Ultra Plus. This here is the inside. I am moving with my mouse. And I do have the tooltips enabled. This way we can see what each thing is. So this is the interior, this is the texture level you can expect. We have a compass, fuel gauge. This is the fuel selector, so all left, right. This is the fuel valve, left side, right side, and the down position is open. So open, open, this is closed. So if it's like this, it's open. So this is how you want this. Here we have our panel, which is very, very minimalistic. We can hide the yoke. Just want to show that it's working. It's animated. We also have the pedals down below, which is also animated. So RPM, fuel pressure on both sides, water temperature, airspeed, artificial horizon, pitch indicator, oil pressure, oil temperature. This is the clock, and this is the altimeter. So let's set the barrel. There we go. This is the engine starter, number 2, and this is the first one. We're going to go back to the starter in a bit. Throttle. Mixture. And behind us, we have this. This beauty. I quite like the way this looks, to be honest. But we don't really have any battery switches. All we have to do here is open the fuel. That's it. And turn on the engine starter. We have a checklist right here. So, fuel shutoff valve. Engine 1 control. So, as you can see, it's this one. Fuel selector both. It is on both. check the quantities. Power, idle. So full rich, which we do have. And then engine to start switch. And then engine 1. That's it. The issue is, this is the engine number 2. I'm holding the starter. And yeah, it's not working. So engine number 2, engine number 1. I have not been able to start this manually. Even if you try and keep using the starter, it's not really doing anything. And even if you give it a little bit of throttle, yeah, it doesn't really do anything. So this is an issue. Like, this is an actual issue. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I am following the checklist. I don't see any extra switches or valves we are not really messing with. We forgot to change. So no extra valves or anything. As you can see, what we see is what we get, and I'm not able to start this. As you can see, it's spinning and it stops spinning. I can start the engine if I do Control E. So Control E once. Okay, so this engine started. It's spinning, as you can hear and as you can see. This is spinning now. This is spinning. The engine number 2 is spinning as well. I did forget a little bit of throttle in, but that's fine. That's fine. So the only way to start this aircraft is by using Control E. There is absolutely no way to manually start this, at least following the checklist. This was open, all, mixture full rich, and I think that's an issue. So let's go throttle on 50% and gradually increase all the way to 100. There we go. Full throttle. Let's see if we can take off. No, not yet. It is a little bit harder to take off on calm seas. There we go. You just need a little bit of space between the water and the plane. This is a flying boat. Pulling the throttle just a little bit. There we go. Look at this beauty. And let's see how fast we can climb. It does feel very stable. I do find it a little bit hard to stall. We are gaining altitude, slowly but surely. This is our airspeed, RPM, altitude. There we go. Looking a little bit better this way. Let's pitch up just a little bit. I want to burn some speed, just so we can see what happens when we burn off enough speed. And nose going down. Let's see if we can bring this back so you can see all the way back. Very, very stable, I feel like. And if we reduce the throttle just a little bit, can we stall? Nose is pitching down. Throttle back a little bit. Just a little bit more, and yeah, this is really, really stable. Still holding all the way back. Giving it throttle again. Pitch up. Burn off speed. I just want to try and show the way this handles. I think it's really stable. The turns, they are very, very smooth. Very stable. I do feel like it's hard to stall this, which is a little bit surprising to me, at least. I don't know why, but when I think of an aircraft from the 1920s, I usually think about something that's not too easy to fly. Something a little bit unstable, if you know what I mean. This is how fast you can roll. And if we go fully idle on the throttle, we burn off speed really, really fast. As you can see, we are losing speed very, very quickly. I really hope they fix the manual start bug. And if it's not a bug, I hope they clarify what else we should be doing. I was kind of looking all over because I figured maybe there's like a click-in area so we can turn this ourselves basically, but it doesn't look like there's anything to click manually. And there we go. quite a bit of water. Max level off. Pulling the throttle back. We should have enough water to slow down gradually. There we go. Maneuvering in the water itself is quite easy. It's really easy to maneuver. Which I feel like is a must. This is a flying boat. If it didn't handle well in the water, I think I'd be worried. Doing a full turn. And then we're gonna be taking off and going back to the area we took off from. Full throttle. And I do want to fly lower this time. Ooh, boat. A boat flying over another boat. I'm gonna hide the yoke. And since we have two engines, I kind of want to turn off one of them, just so we can have an idea how this flies single engine. We are relatively close to the water. I imagine we can do a controlled descent single engine, I imagine. So let's cut off the fuel to the first engine. Okay, first engine is gone. And it is still spinning. Okay. So how well can we maintain our speed? So this here is our speed. This right here. We are losing a little bit of altitude. A little bit. I do feel like single engine is not enough to keep flying. Yeah. And the engine is still spinning, going idle. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to show you how this handles single engine, and I also want to show you how the engine is able to start after you do Control E once. So this engine is not doing anything, giving it some throttle, and this one is. So let's open fuel valve number 1 and engine starter 1. We do have fuel pressure. And the engine is spinning, it's doing what it should be doing. So yeah, I feel like after you do Control E, you can actually shut down the engines. You can actually start the engines. This is quite weird. I imagine there's something in the logic that we don't really have access to, or maybe one of the switches is not programmed correctly. Okay, now let's shut all the fuel so we can kill both engines. Engine number 1 and engine number 2 are both not doing anything really. Now we're gonna open the fuel valve. And engine number 2. We have fuel pressure. Engine number 1 and we have fuel pressure. Giving it throttle and we have 2 good engines. Going full throttle, we're getting speed. And if we keep going full throttle, we're gonna be able to take off. There we go. So all you have to do is really use Control E. That's a bug. This flies in a very stable manner, but I guess if I had to describe, I would say it handles like a brick. So it does make sense judging by its size. It's a big aircraft. It's from the 1920s. I'm not sure how stable it should be. I'm not really going to complain about how stable it is, since I have absolutely no clue how it should be. Although I am satisfied with the fact it handles like a brick. Because judging by its size, I would be very, very, very impressed if it handled like an agile aircraft. I'd be very, very impressed. And flying from the exterior view is okay. And you can hit the water really hard, just like I did. And you can take off again. There we go. Can we touch down gently? Okay, this will have to do. This is the Plus Ultra variant of the Dornier DOJ whale. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you get this aircraft? I think it also includes a bush trip. I have not tried it yet. I haven't really even checked it out, to be honest. I haven't had a lot of free time lately. So that's why this second variant is coming a little bit late. I've been very busy and I'd like to apologize for that. This aircraft is available on the marketplace if you want to fly this for yourself. There is the manual startup bug, which I'm fairly certain is a bug. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, to be honest. I could be, I might be, but I think it's a bug. Having that in mind, if you don't care about manually starting your aircraft, maybe you want to fly this, it's in the marketplace. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe. Bye bye.